Hello, can you guys see me? Hi. Hello, hello. Sorry, I had to restart my computer. You know, it wants to do an update at the most inconvenient time. So I had to restart my computer. So I apologize. Thanks for being here. Hello. Hi. Can you guys see me? Hi, hi. All right. All right, we're rock and rolling. Parmesan's already up to his antics already tonight. So that's going to be interesting. So yes, he's here. He's here and he is up and about. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I haven't done a pop-up solo sale in quite a while. I think April maybe was the last time. There he is, lurking around. I think it's been a while. So welcome in, everyone. I will go through the chat a little bit tonight and then I'll get right into it. It's not a super long sale. I tried to keep it a little short, but I do have a few surprise items that I did not preview tonight. So there'll be a couple surprises in here as we go along, besides what I previewed tonight. It is heavy on some kitschy things tonight, some things from the Northern Ohio Doll and Bear show that Mama Pam and I went to over the weekend. So there's some new things in there. And tomorrow night on Fantastic Finds as well. So, all right, let me go all the way up to the top. Well, the first person I see in the chat is Kim. So Kim's going to be my bid ender tonight. Thank you, Kim, for helping out. I know the Gillettes were on a little road trip as of yesterday. So Kim is going to be doing my bid ending. Thank you so much. And I see William's here. Hey, William, good to see you. Sharon Spencer's here. Hey, Sharon. Good to see you. Let me see. Let's see. Cindy Lou. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. Can you guys hear me okay? It's always weird when I'm here by myself. I can't tell how loud the volume is. It's always strange. Okay. Let's see. Debbie's here. Hey, Debbie. Good to see you tonight. Debbie, I got so many Nancy and Storybook dolls at the doll show. They just had so many good ones and ones that I've never seen before. I couldn't help myself. So I think I bought 6, maybe more than that. I don't know. I got a whole bunch though. Let's see. Paula's here. Hey, Paula, welcome in. Jason is here. Hey, Jason. Don't forget to subscribe to Mother Tucker's Antiques if you're not already. I know. Let's see. Who else is here? Going down. Beth is here. Hey, Beth. Welcome in. Chris has joined us tonight. Hey, Linda. Good to see you. Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda. Mama Pam. And Sandy. Hello, hello. Bug. What's up, Bug? Dee. Hey, lady. Good to see you. Stacy. Hey. Good to see you, lady. Thanks for being here. I think I'm caught up. I think I got everybody in the chat. Oh, Jennifer, you got in just in the nick of time. Right there at the bottom. Sandy Bowman, hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for being here. All right, Caroline just snuck in there as well. Hey, Caroline. All right, so since we're running solo tonight, hopefully the sale will not be on super late. Hopefully we can get through it as quickly as possible. Since I did add in a couple mystery items, I do have 16 rounds prepared, but hopefully we can get through everything quickly tonight. So I'll briefly go over sales stuff. I know most of you are very familiar with that. In case we have anybody joining us for the first time tonight, maybe somebody in the Lurkers Lounge, I will go over how the sale is going to work tonight, but it is pretty standard fare. Most of you are very familiar with that. So Kim is bid ending tonight, Desert Gal Curios. So you want to look for her happy little face icon there in the chat. Where is Kim? Let me highlight for. There we go. So you want to look for Kim. Thank you, Kim, for helping out tonight. All right. So first you want to be in do your chat settings. So make sure in live chat all messages and not in top chat. So you always want to check and make sure that setting before you decide to bid on anything. Just make sure in live chat all messages, and do refresh often. We encourage that just because of the lag that we experience here. It does help if you exit out of YouTube completely and come back in, or the gear wheel icon, which will be up in the So where my little cat icon is, you can touch the upper right-hand corner for that gear wheel icon. Hit playback speed and 2 times. If you are lagging behind at all, I will sound funny until you're caught up with me again. I will be doing all auction style tonight, so I will put a starting price into the chat. I'll pin it up there on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on anything, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. And I'll just tell you briefly anything that I know about the item. Definitely will give you measurements and know any kind of issues that any kind of items may have. So if there's chips repairs, any kind of, issues, I guess, I'll try and show them best to you live here on the screen. So 20-second countdown. And if your highest bid comes in before Kim's bid end, that will be the winner. And I will highlight all the bids as I see them come into StreamYard. Sometimes StreamYard likes to filter them, so I will double check on my phone. I do have my phone next to me as well, but I'll do my best to highlight everything as they come in. I'm doing the just in cases here tonight. So all that I ask is that you have at least one straight bid into the chat on a current item to use a just in case. It doesn't matter when you put it in, but it is always a good idea to put in bids early if it is something that you're interested in. That way I know that there is some interest. So at least one straight bid in there, then you can use a just in case during the countdown only. So that is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item plus the letters JIC. Type that into the chat during the countdown, and if your just in case is the highest before Kim's bid end, I'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, multiple just in cases that come in before the bid end do turn into regular bids. Okay. And if you are a winner of anything tonight, my email is up here on the screen. You can take a screenshot. It's also in the description of the video. Also pinned in a comment at the top of the chat. And I know that Kim will probably be putting it into the chat throughout the sale as well. Okay. So very important if you are a new buyer to me, or maybe it's been a while since you shopped, you can always send me your information again. I do need an email with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that I can send your PayPal invoice to. If you don't have a PayPal account, that is okay. You can still shop. Just let me know when you send that email with your information that you would like a link, a guest checkout link. That way, when I do send the invoices out, I can send you a direct link to that invoice, and then you can check out with any debit or credit card. So no PayPal required. But if you want me to combine ship, I'm happy to do that, as I do have a sale tomorrow night here on my channel with Jason and Mother Tucker's Antiques. Fantastic Finds is always Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Happy to combine ship this week with any kind of items that you purchase tonight. But shipping is not included with the winning bid price. I do use Pirate Ship to get the discounted shipping rates. That's why I need your full shipping address to calculate your shipping for your package. I do have shipping available to anywhere in the US, Canada, and Australia. And since Jason's not here, we're not going to have him talk about that last point. But I am going to be doing invoicing on Friday this week. So just in case you get anything, you come over to Fantastic Finds tomorrow. Those things can all ride together as long as it's comfortable to do so. So hey Joe, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so I guess I'll get started. I'll make sure that I myself am in live chat all messages because I was in top chat on my phone. All right, so of course if anybody has any questions as we go along, don't hesitate to ask. Hopefully I can answer it or someone in the chat. We have a lot of regular folks here in the chat tonight, so definitely let me know if you have any questions. Moose on the loose. Hey, Dusty, good to see you. All right, what are we going to start with? I guess we'll start with a Bluebird tonight because I have several Bluebird things. So I'll start with a little birdie friend. And I know the screen is a little weird. This is another new background that they added. We have like a picture frame instead of full frame on with the camera, which I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Okay, so the first thing I have is I'm going to start at 16. And it is the teeniest, tiniest little Bluebird. I have had these before. This is made by Joseph Originals. And it is Bisque ceramic. And we'll see if my camera is going to be a pain in the butt tonight, as per usual. And he's just darn cute. He's not super big. He is 1 3/4 by 2 inches. Now there is, I don't know if this is going to focus because he's not focusing on his own. Let's try this. There is a small chip out of the flower. Okay. Come on, camera. Why do you not want to work for me? Let's see. Yeah, he just does not want to focus at all. But anyway, this little rose that's on the side here, there is a little petal that is missing right in there. You cannot see it, I guess, like, unless I pointed it out to you, because of the way that the flower is painted. It doesn't stick out, like it's not gleaming white. Wow. I don't know what is up with my camera. It's usually not this bad, but it just does not want to focus today. But I want to show you the dang chip on the flower. There we go. Okay, finally we're working here. All right, so that, like, not the front petal, but the one on the side. That's where there is a little, the little like top of it where it kind of curls over. That's what's missing there. But otherwise, he doesn't have any other little chippies going on. He's just the cutest thing ever. So he's Bisque ceramic, but they did do a little bit of high glaze on the eyes to kind of make them stand out a little bit. He does not have his Joseph sticker. There would have been the little Japan sticker on the bottom, but he no longer has that. And I will do a recap at the end. All right, so we'll move on from Mr. Bluebird. No worries about that. Okay, we've got little Dolly head. Oh, PM, I see. All right, I don't know how bad the lag is going to be tonight, you guys. I don't know. Usually I gauge the lag by how bad it is in Ariana at the Withering Cottages Tuesday night sales, and she didn't have a sale this week. So I'm not really sure how bad the lag is going to be. Hello, Heather. All right, and hello, Erin. All right, let's count Bluebird friend down. Thank you guys for your bids. Right now, Linda has got the high bid at 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. My goodness. There we go. Now you can see his cute little Tweety bird face. All right, Pam, I see it 20. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Glowy. All right, and there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. All right, so Linda did have it just in case of 22 in there, but Glowy got her straight bid of 23 right before Kim's bid end. So congratulations, Chloe. It is yours. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, guys. So we'll deal with the lag. We'll deal with the lag together. Okay, Chloe. All right. Okay, like I said, I do have some dollies from the Northern Ohio Doll and Bear Show, which Mama Pam and I went to on Sunday. It's a big, huge doll show. I mean, they have more than just dolls. It's like a whole bunch of very cool stuff, a whole mixture of stuff. So I do have a few things from that show tonight. And I have a little Bisque dolly for my next round. Hey, Minx. Okay. And she's cute. I like her that she's a little bit different style. And this was how I found her. I do think that somebody made her little dress. I have seen much smaller variations of these gals before, but I do think that somebody hand stitched her little dress, and it is sewn on her. So it is not meant to come off. She is made in Japan. She does have movable arms, just the rest of her is a frozen body. And I like that she has a bright pink headband up in her curly hair, and love how they paint the faces, of course, on these. Light blue eyes. I'm glad that my camera's working so you can see all of her lovely lashes in there. There's no chips to her, no chips at all. So she's in good shape. So she can stand on her own. I did have her standing in my preview. Hey, Leslie, thanks for being here. Linda, I see you. Thank you so much. So she's a little bit larger size. Usually if I find any in this kind of style, they're like, I don't know, about up to her elbow. That's usually about the size that I find. So she's 4.5 inches tall by 3, 4.5 by 3. And her arms are not loose. There is a little bit of that string that kind of holds the arms in place through the body, poking at the back, but they're not loose. So you can pose her if you would like to have her, hey, waving at her boyfriend across the street. You can do that. Okay. So Linda is in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. I'm going to count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I did get a lot of really cool Bisque dolls at the show too. All right, Linda, I see her just in case. She does kind of look like a go-go girl, but she doesn't have boots on, Jason. She needs some go-go boots. She doesn't have any. She's barefoot. All right, there's the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, Linda, you did not need your just in case. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Okay. This next round was something that was not in the preview, and it is for the pair, and it's going to start at $12. So you're going to get both of these things together. And if there's one thing that you guys know about me, if it's been a while since you followed me, you know I like books, and you know I like flocked books. So this is for the pair. Flocking amazing books. All right, so first we have Fuzzy Wuzzy Ducklings. All right, this is a Fuzzy Wuzzy book, so there is a whole series of these, and it is Whitman Publishing down here in the corner, 1945. Both of these books are from 1945, so you're going to get the pair. So first, so the yellow is what is flocked on the ducks, and the wording up here on the top of this, flocking cute. That's exactly right, Dusty. And then on the back side, there is a little bonus on the back. That is super cute. If you have little duck figurines, I think that would be darling. But no flocking on the back. So how these books go is they usually have one side is flocked and one side is not flocked. So this one here on the front cover, look at that moon face. And then the opposite one here is flocked. And this is how they did these books. The inside is not like, it's not a misprint. The size is different from the cover. That's just how they made these. I've had several different variations, and there's a lot other ones besides Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear that we all know. There's lots of different animals. So I did want to show the insides of these. Just adorable illustrations. So here's the next set is cut even smaller. Little brown duck. And then we go around. Now there's a whole bunch of them in a row. So cute. So there's no flocking on either one of those pages. But this next one here, this page here is what has the flocking on the yellow. No flocking on that one. He's having a good old time. We found 5 little ducklings lost in the sticks. And flocking on this page here and none on the opposite. Oh my gosh, cutest little ducks. Okay. Hi, Renee. Welcome in. All right. And then the other one that you're getting Another one, Fuzzy Wuzzy Waddles. So another fuzzy book. Now this one does have a little bit of wear to it. It does have a few tears here, but the inside is really good condition. And also a Fuzzy Wuzzy book, Whitman from 1945. So this one also has flocking on the cover, plus the Fuzzy Wuzzy on the front. Same kind of deal with this one. It's exactly the same setup. So Fuzzy Wuzzy Waddles was a fat little duck who did not like water. He could not even swim. But he sure can rock a striped sweater. That is for sure. So this page here where he's drinking out of the soda bottle, that is the flocked page on this one. You can see at the top there are a few tears on the pages. All right. And oh my goodness. So this page here where he's hiding from the thunderstorm, that is the flocked page. That's a cute little spread right there. I like that one. So neither one of these are flocked on this one. And this one here is the flocked page. She's lost her hat, and he is going to rescue the hat for her. And splash. This is the flocked page with the splash on it, no flocking on the opposite. And then we get the bonus little chickie on the back cover with her hat back. All right, so pair of flocking good duck books. Nikki's in at 14 for the pair. We're looking for 15 or more. I'm going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. He is such a gentleman, Max. Absolutely. All right. Angela's in at 15. Let's see. Nikki put in a just in case of 18. Jennifer came in with a straight 18. Angela had a just in case of 20. Whew. Nikki came back in there with a straight bid of 22 right before Kim's bid end. So congratulations, Nikki. They are coming to you. Thank you so much. Yay. Flocking good. Yes, there's all sorts of different farm animals. There's cats and dogs. And I believe there's a few like circus type animals. I remember an elephant and a tiger. There might be more than that too, but there's a whole series of those little flocking good books. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Let's do. Okay. This was something I got on the 127 sale, and I've sold a lot of squeaks over the years, and I've never seen this guy before. I just thought he was very different. He also does have a little bit of wear to him. I did clean him the best that I could without taking any kind of his paint off. But I just love the style of this cat. Yes, there is flocked cat books, Minx. Yes, there is. And actually, I could not find him. Could not find any variations of him. There is no marking. Usually, the companies like to put a stamp or something here on the back, or sometimes they would stamp the back of the head. There is no marking on this guy, and I can't find him. So unfortunately, I can't tell you a lot about him, except for the fact that I just love the style of him. I like that they molded eyelashes in here, and the pose and everything. I just don't know a whole lot about him. Now, he does have some paint scratching in there, and it's not, it's not like a super loud squeak. It doesn't have the metal riveted squeak or the plastic or anything to make it like super loud. So it's just, kind of like air. It's not a super loud squeaky. But I think he's still very, very cute. And he's large, and he sits just fine. He was sitting posed in my preview, so he sits up just fine. So, he could definitely be displayed on a shelf or in a bed with a sleeping cat if you would like to do that. He could hang out with your real cats as well. Charlie Brown, I saw at 16. Nikki's in at 17. Yes, he's a stripy little tabby cat. I think he's just the cutest thing ever. I could see a smaller one like maybe this large that had kind of the same pose, but it didn't have quite the same features and characteristics of it. So I just couldn't find him. Couldn't find him on the internet anywhere. So I'm sure with these squeak toys that there's probably a different color variation. Companies like to do more than one color for these things. You know, Edward Mobley, Sun Rubber always did different colors for the same mold. He is sleeping now, Dusty. So we'll just leave him alone. We don't need him up because he was already causing chaos probably about an hour ago. Measurement for this guy, Kitty Squeak. He is 7 inches tall to the top of his one ear, and then he's about 5 inches that way. Okay. All right, let's count him down. Nikki's in at 17, so we're looking for 18 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow meow. Dead end. All right, Nikki is here just in case. And Charlie Brown has it just in case as well. And there is Kim's bid end. Thank you, Kim, for doing bid ends tonight. Appreciate it. All right. So Nikki does have the highest just in case at 42 over Charlie Brown's 25. So Nikki, it's yours for 26. Thank you so much. All right. Nikki. All right. Thanks for being here, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to move into another item that I did not preview. So this is a surprise item. And it's a quilt. It's a children's quilt. It's going to start at 16. And I did wash it, FYI. I did launder it. So I use Gain laundry detergent and fabric softener. So it does smell like Gain. So it has been freshly washed. But it is darn cute. All right. It does have a little bit of wear to it. And I will show that to you when we get there. But for the most part, it's very nice condition. And I'm going to show you piece by piece the pictures that are on here. All right, so on the back side, it's lined in like pink satin. Okay, now the back is machine stitched. Okay, machine stitched for the backing. But all of the squares on here are hand embroidered, and it's so cute. All the little, somebody put a lot of time in this. And right off, I'm going to tell you it measures. It measures 42 by 53. Now I'm sitting here and it covers my entire lap all the way to the floor. So you can use it. Like I think an adult could use this, but this would look really cute draped on the top of a bed, on the back of a sofa, hung up on the wall, whatever you want to do with it. But I could not leave this behind because of just a couple tiny little issues because the embroidery on it is stinking cute. All right, so first we've got Mr. Raccoon. With his little parasol. A lot of these embroidery things, I don't know if some of these are freehand, but a lot of these I don't recognize. Sometimes with these I can. There are pretty standard embroidery patterns that you could have gotten, but a lot of these I don't recognize. We've got some little birds and flowers. We've got a little polka dot elephant. Isn't he cute? And then we have a little butterfly. And then we have a duck or a penguin playing with a ball, and we'll go down to the next one. We got a little lammy playing in the flowers. We got a seal, flowers, little boy blue. Then we've got a little rattle and a bird. Then a puppy dog and a butterfly, a flower. Looks like a pig with a basket of carrots. A little butterfly, and we've got a lion. All right, and we're gonna flip up here. Okay, before I go too far, here in the seal block, down in that corner, do you see that little spot? That's a little spot of paint, and then there is a little line of that same paint in the pig square. All right, I did try and spot treat that. It did not come out. but I do believe it's paint, like a little bit of gray paint. Okay, then the next row, we've got little flowers, cat playing with yarn, flowers. Look at the little giraffe. How cute. Little flowers. So that's that row. And then little puppy dog with flowers. I really like that little bunch of embroidered flowers. Little pony, a bird, an owl. They covered all the animals on here. Like, seriously. Okay. And then the next row, we've got a pig and a balloon, a duck and umbrella, another flower, a squirrel with his acorn, a bunny with a giant carrot. So cute. Okay, so it's this last row here I noticed. A couple of the squares are a little loose. That bunny one especially. So we've got another squirrel and an acorn, some flowers. So the top of that one, there's a butterfly. There's another puppy dog there. So the issues that I saw were those two little paint areas. There's a couple little faint stains that didn't come out right in here in the butterfly. It's not going to show on camera, but they're right up here in the corner. This little, up in here, I think that they restitched that because it came loose, but it is not loose currently. But it does look like it was repaired. And then this one here with the rabbit and the carrot right in there. I think that they repaired that square. But otherwise, it's in really nice shape and it's darn cute. I don't know. I can't resist these little children's blankets. They just get me. So I'm going to try and stand up so you can see the whole thing without knocking my lamp over. All right. I love linens and things, but they're challenging to show. So you can see me holding it up. It's about at my like neck, if you will, and it is all the way to the floor about at my ankles. So that's about how big it is, but it is just darn cute. Somebody did spend a lot of time embroidering all those cute little animals. I just love it. And I like that it's pink too. All right. That was a long time on the quilt. Sorry, you guys. It took a while to show all that, but I did want to show all the cuteness. Okay. Looks like Nikki just dropped in there with a 28. Whew. So we're looking for 29 or more. Yes, it is warm. It doesn't have thick batting in here, but just sitting with it on my lap, like, it's plenty warm. It's plenty warm. So yeah, great for fall. Okay, let's count it down. We are looking for 29 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. All right. And I have been trying my darndest to keep, oh, I was about to, William, trying to keep Parmesan. I try my best to try and keep him away from the linens after I wash them because y'all don't need some extra cat hair included. I try my best. Sometimes when I'm packing, he helps. So sometimes it's unavoidable. Okay. All right. There is Kim's bed end. All right. Looks like both Nikki, both your 50 and 52 did come in after the bed end. So looks like Pam is going to be my winner with her just in case of 50 for 49. Thank you, Pam and Nikki and everyone that was bidding. Thank you so much. All right. Let me write that down. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do next? All right. I'm going to do my bigger pink celluloid dolly next. Okay. So I did find her maybe about a month ago or so. And when I picked her up, her arms and legs were about falling off and she had a big dent in her head. Okay. I did take her to the doll show with us this weekend, and she has been professionally restrung. I did have they have that service available. Most of the doll shows that we go to, they do have stringing services available if you need something repaired for a fee. So I did have her professionally restrung. So her arms and legs are nice and happy now, and she can sit. I did find her with a stand, so I'm going to just include it in case you want to have her stand. But she can sit on her own just fine. And also, I'm not sure if it's going to pick up, but right in the middle of her forehead, she had a big dent. And that was also repaired. Now, I cannot say that it might not go back in. Once celluloid has been in a depression for a long amount of time, it's very hard to get it to stay that way. But when I pack this, I will pack it so there's no pressure on the head. I'll probably put some cardboard around it so nothing is touching it to make it want to dent in again. But I did want to make you aware of that. Now on the back, there are a couple small little indents here on the back of her head. But otherwise, she's in very nice condition. Oh my gosh, this face. And even though when I found her initially, she did have that dent in the forehead. So you can still see the outline of it, but that face was just too good. And I absolutely loved her little dress. I'm not sure. I'm probably pretty sure that somebody made this. There is a few wear spots to the dress, which I didn't think I took away from her at all. And there is even this tiny little like flocked flower here in the center, little lacy bit in the center. She was just darling cute. And she's got painted socks and shoes. And we'll peek under here. She's even has how the dress is attached to her underneath. It's kind of like a bathing suit situation, best way I can describe it. And then there's a little taffeta underneath that part. And on the back, there she is on the back side. She doesn't have any markings on her, although I suspect that she is probably made in Japan. A lot of times these kind of celluloid pieces are. And then up in her hair, there is like this little applied bow situation, kind of the same material of her dress up into her hair. All right, so she is larger, much larger than most of the celluloid dolls that I see. She's 8 inches tall and about 5 inches at the widest point of her hands. Okay, so I'll show you that she does tricks. She can sit just fine too. So her joints, since she was restrung, are nice and sturdy there, so she will hold her pose just fine. All right, so Stacy's in at 36. A minx. What do you think her age? I suspect that she's probably late 40s. Late 40s, maybe mid 40s, no later than 50s. I definitely think that she's probably 40s somewhere. Usually they are celluloid like that. Okay, let's count her down. Stacy's in at 36, so we're looking for 37 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. She kind of looks like a Cupid, kind of not. She kind of actually reminds me of those roly-poly. Those are also celluloid, like chime dolls. I know Stacy knows what I'm talking about. All right. There is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, Stacy, I don't think you needed your just in case. You did not. All right, congratulations. Thank you, Stacy. Appreciate it. Okay. Put her away. Also been trying to keep Parmesan away from her. Okay, Stacy. All right. All right, let's do another mystery item. Let's do another mystery item. So this is a piece of jewelry, and it is a brooch, and it is a stunner. Let me get this here. And it's big, okay? I do love a good big old white rhinestone brooch, and this is huge. Look how big this is. And it's a sparkler too. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm very glad that my camera is cooperating because it is really pretty. And it is very dimensional. You can see it's like 2 layers of goodness there. Everything is prong set, very high quality. Made it. Unfortunately, there's no stamping on this one. No manufacturer, no stamping of any kind on the back side, but really nice puddling on the back. And it does have a safety clasp in good working condition on the back side. And there's no missing stones in it at all. It does measure 2.5 inches in diameter. It's a big one, really big one. Definitely if you like a good statement brooch or something you need for your fall jacket, this is the one. I also really like something like this for wintertime because it does kind of look like a snowflake. I just thought I would bring that tonight. Oh gosh, it's so pretty. And it's really not as pretty in all of my studio lighting as it is out in the sunshine. You could probably land a plane with this in your yard, although I wouldn't recommend it. But it is very flashy and beautiful. If I had a flower frog handy, which I do not, this would be a nice one to display in a flower frog as well. And if it were me, I would probably wear it on a hat. Oh yeah, a good tree topper. I agree, Joe. I agree. But we will bring that back. We'll bring that back at the end. No worries on that. No, that was not previewed. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go back to some kitsch here. It is gigantic. It really is. Let's go back to some kitsch here. Okay. I have not had one of these in a while. This was also something I found on 127. And it is, meow meow, it is, yes, Nikki, if you want it, it was 25. Just let me know. And you can claim it, Nikki. It's totally fine. Okay. This is made by Tilso. And there is a whole series of these cats. They did produce these kitchen pieces in 3 different colorways. So this is the blue cat. They also did one in pink and one in yellow. So true mid-century colors. All right. And there is a hairline. Well, it doesn't go all the way through. I would say it's more like a deeper craze line right in here for this. But these are very hard to find. I have only come across a couple in the 12-ish years that I've been selling vintage. And there is a spice rack and a sugar bowl and some salt and pepper shakers and a few other pieces that match with this particular cat, but I love the style. So you actually hold on to his tail and then he can puke out the cream for you. There is the inside. So there's not any chips to him that I can see. There is crazing. There's overall crazing. No cold paint that you have to worry about on this guy. He just has that kind of deeper craze line that goes right down in here. I don't even know if that's showing up in camera, but it goes right here. And I cannot feel it. Sometimes with hairlines and stuff, you can actually feel it with your finger in the glaze. I don't feel that at all, which tells me it's just a deeper craze line, not necessarily a hairline crack. I cannot feel anything with my fingers. He does kind of look like Felix the cat with his eyes like that. Yeah, he does. And then he's got even little lipstick that's painted inside of his mouth. And I like that they did a little yellow bow and they made his tail a different color. So he is numbered on the bottom. Tilso was not very good about marking their pieces. A lot of times they did have foil stickers for the Tilso cats, and most of the time those are missing. Or some other Tilso pieces I have seen that have foil stickers, but he's numbered right here on the bottom. So he is a creamer. He is 6 inches long, 5¼ inches tall, and then the widest point is his little whisker cheeks at 3¼ Okay, so we'll bring that back. And Nikki, You did want the brooch, right? You did want the brooch. It was 25. I'm pretty sure you did. Just want to make sure. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm going to do, I do have one Nancy Ann doll tonight. I have one. All right, Nikki, you got it. Thank you so much. I'll write you down. Nicomas. All right. All right, so my Nancy Ann Storybook doll of the night was something that came from the doll show over the weekend. And she does have her box. She is darn cute. I don't think that I've ever had her before, and I really liked her outfit and the colors in this one. That's why I decided to get her. She is Mistress Mary Quite Contrary. How Does Your Garden Grow? Number 119. So she does have her box that she is supposed to come in, and I'll take her out. She also has her little armband that also calls her Mistress Mary. So she is the 1940s composition. They did switch to plastic a little bit later on, but I don't tend to buy the plastic ones. For whatever reason, I like the quality of the composition ones a lot better. She is frozen body, so that means that her head and her legs don't move, but her arms do. They always have movable arms. They just don't always have movable other features. She is 5.5 inches tall to the top of her head. She does have her original felt hat, and she's very, very clean. I like that she has the little apron. That was another little feature that I liked about her, besides her little floral dress. She does have the safety pin closure. That was how they produced these up into a certain point. Later on, they did switch to doing snaps on the dresses, but for the most part, they always came with a little safety pin. At the back, she does have her pantaloons and her little painted shoes there on the back side. So really the only thing that she doesn't have is the little cardboard thing that would be in the box to hold her in place. All right, Linda's in at 20, so we're looking for 21 or more on the Nancy Ann Storybook doll, and we're going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yes, Kim. Yes, I will. I will do a recap. Okay. All right, Debbie, I see you just in case. Linda also has a just in case. And there is the bid end from Kim. All right. So it looks like Debbie is going to be the winner at 27 over Linda's just in case. All right. Congratulations, Debbie. Thank you so much. All right. Debbie. Okay. And I did get to see some Pudgy Belly Nancy Ann's over the weekend. They're very expensive. They're very cute to see, but they're very expensive. Okay. Let's see. Let's do the choice round here. Okay. So I have, and this is going to be a choice. And I have not had any of these in a long time either. So I just found a couple. Now, one is a Hallmark Storybook card, and the other one is not. But I thought I would bring them together because they are very similar as far as cards go. They do have the little story of each of the things on the inside. So this is for choice. So we'll start with the Hallmark. And this is number 1, I believe. Yes, number 1 for the Hallmark doll cards. All right, so she is Little Bo Peep. I love these. Now, FYI, I did fix her feather. Her feather was missing when I found this, so I did add a feather back in there. I do have a lot of vintage feathers in my stash, so I just picked out one that went with her dress. All right, so I did add the feather back on the top. The card, as far as the condition goes, is nice condition. Does still have the original little sequin there. There is a whole series of storybook characters. There's a whole series of international dolls from different countries. And then there's also authors that Hallmark did. But it has been used, so it is inscribed here. Look at that penmanship. I love that handwriting. Don't ask me to read it, but I like it. And then it has the story of Little Bo Peep here on the inside and signed at the bottom. And I like that they did double-sided. I like that they did double-sided for these cards. They did not leave any detail out. All right, so Little Bo Peep is choice number 1. And I don't remember who makes these. This is not a Hallmark one, but somebody else, you know, kind of had the same idea, if you will. And this is Little Miss Curly Locks here. So you can see very similar how they made this. And she's got the little kitten here at the back. Also double-sided here on the back side. So this is Little Miss Curly Locks. I don't remember who made these cards, but these would have come in like a box set together with all the different variations. So it has the story of Curly Locks on the inside. This one has not been used, or nobody has wrote on the inside, and that has a couple little bonus illustrations there on the inside. And they're relatively about the same size. You can see they're very similar. So I think we did have a little copycat situation going on, but that is totally fine. We'll bring those back at the end so we can keep moving. All right, let's see. Let's do, all right, if you're here for the bobblehead of Bluebird, I'm doing that now because this, okay, I love Flock Joseph originals. I craft with them. I have a small collection myself of some of these. This is darn near the cutest one that I think I've ever seen. And actually, when I purchased this, I did not know that it bobbled. I did not know that it did that until she literally pulled it out of the case. And I was like, oh my gosh, how stinking cute is that? So it actually goes this way. So we've got, oh, and this is Flock Ceramic. Flock Ceramic Joseph Originals. It does have foil sticker on the bottom. And really nice condition on it. It's very clean. Sometimes with these lighter colored flocked figures, they can get really dirty or stained, and it is super clean, super duper clean. And I don't know if he's having a conversation or he wants to have lunch. I can't quite tell, but usually with Joseph, they were on the more friendly side. So I think they're just having a little conversation with the worm on the mushroom. And then there's tiny little flowers kind of scattered in this shaggy kind of yarn grass. They did do that a lot of times on their music box pieces. They use this kind of shaggy yarn for grass. And that is just the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. It's adorable. So there's not really any issues with it that I can tell you about. There it is straight on. You can see how cute that is. No chipping. And the spray appeared to be in good condition. It's not loose or anything like that. But there's no chipping to the rest of the piece. So the base is flocked on the bottom. Well, it has that felt on there just to protect it from scratching, but the whole base is ceramic as well. Measurement for it, Lynn, I see you. Thank you so much. Is 2 3/4 by 2 1/2. I don't know if I'd ever find anyone this cute. And I've found a lot of these, but the Bluebirds are not easy to find. I can tell you that. They're not easy to come by. But all right, Lynn, let's count it down for you. We're looking for 33 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So cute. All right. there is the birdie bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, Aaron, unfortunately your 37 did come in after the bid end. I see that both on both my phone and StreamYard. So looks like Lynn had the high bid at 35. Nikki did get back in there with a just in case. So Nikki 436, it is yours. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. All right. What do we got next? We're gonna do, all right, also something not in my preview. We'll do that for the next round. I have a little pairing here. So you're gonna get both of these things together. So first off, you have a little vintage children's hanky in bright pink. So it's kind of bright magenta pink and light pink. And we've got this cutie little girl in the center with her flower cart. It is lightly embroidered kind of around the edging of that. And you're also going to get the brooch here. So it is kind of a silvery tone, butterfly brooch. And it is, I'll take it off here and we'll look at that a little bit closer. It is made by Sarah Coventry. All right. And we'll get that up there. So it's a really pretty, so no rhinestones on this. It's just kind of like a brushed silvery butterfly. And I thought it looked cute with the little flower cart girl. And not really any major issue with the brooch. We'll turn it to the back. So it does have a safety clasp here on it. And underneath here, kind of right in the center, it is stamped Sarah Coventry right here in the center. So that one is signed on the back. And Sarah Coventry jewelry is pretty. I mean, I can recognize it out if I have identified it before. And usually I like to pick it up because it does have a brand on the back of it. So the brooch is 2.5 inches wide at the largest point of the wings. And then I like to pair the brooches with the hankies. So we'll unfold this little children's hanky. So it's very nice shape. There's no holds or stains on this. It's really nice shape, but it is very bright magenta pink. It's showing a little bit more red on camera. And then the little circle is more of like a lighter pink on there. And then it's just folded. So you're going to get the pair together. I love to pair the hankies and the brooches together. So I see Dana and Linda both in. Linda's got the high bid at 15. So we are looking for 16 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. And don't forget, if you purchase anything tonight and you come over for Fantastic Finds tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern here on my channel with Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques, I'm happy to combine ship for you guys. All right, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, Linda, it's coming to you for 15. Thank you so much. Right. All right. What do we have? Okay, I'm going to do this. This is something from the doll show. She's big and cute. Okay. All right. And I don't get to pick up these larger composition dolls very often because they're usually hundreds of dollars. And there was a new vendor at the show, and she had a lot of really cute things. I could not resist this cutie pie. I couldn't resist. Now this, there's no stamping on it. There's no Japan marking. There's really not any kind of indication of maker or anything. I actually couldn't find this specific Dolly. Now she is composition, all right, and she does have some cracking going on with the composition, which I don't mind. I don't think she has reached that really creepy stage yet that they sometimes can. But she does have some cracking and some wear in several locations on her, but I think that that gives it character and I don't mind it. Okay. So there is some cracking and things, but I just loved her little outfit, her little sun hat and her little suit. I just loved this. This was how I found it. I do suspect that the doll is probably from the 30s. Similar to the composition Cupies from the 30s, same kind of era. She kind of looks like she wants to be a Patsy doll, but not quite. I know that there were a lot of manufacturers, that made these that weren't necessarily identified makers. They did like to copy some of the bigger companies. But her paint is still really cute on her face. Hello, Robin. Good to see you tonight. And I think that somebody made this little outfit to go on her. I do not think this is her original outfit from the 30s. But this fabric tells me that it's a little bit older. It's probably from the late 40s, this kind of fabric here. But I think somebody did a nice job making her cute little outfit. But I'm going to take her hat off real quick and we're going to show you the bottom. All right, so she's got painted socks and shoes. Okay, so there is paint wear down here at the bottom. She does have jointed arms, but her legs and her head do not move. Okay, so sorry we're peeking under the dress, girl, but we gotta show everything. So there's her little knobby knees. So she does have a little cracking on her belly, and in a few spots. And there's her little tuchus. So she does have a little bit of cracking, pretty much all over her, but none of the coating is coming off or chipping off or anything like that. And she's not missing any fingers. She's just darn cute. Measurement for her, she is 10 and a half inches tall. Let me get caught up on the chat. Thank you all so much. And so 10 and a half inches tall, and then about 5 inches wide at the widest point, which is kind of her hands is the widest point. But the good thing about her, she's nice and sturdy, and she will stand on her own. She does not need the aid of a doll stand. She stands just fine. She's nice, flat-footed. There's the bottom of her shoes. Okay, nice and flat-footed though, so she will stand just fine. Okay, so let's count her down. She does have really cute chubby knees. We're looking for 25 or more. Jennifer's got the high bid right now at 24. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. All right, I see Robin's got it just in case in there. Right before Kim's bid end. All right, thank you, Kim, for that bid end. So Erin at Blueberry Barn had the high bid at 25, but Robin had it just in case. So Robin, it's yours for 26. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. All right, I think we've got three more rounds left, you guys. I'm just checking to make sure. Bluebird goes down. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna do. I have a tin, and I guess we will do that next. Okay. Now, it does have a little bit of an issue to it. StreamYard is not letting me enter things into the chat. Okay, let me try that again. Can you guys see me? Am I frozen? It says I'm connected. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me? Yeah, you're. All right. That was fun. Can you guys see me? Hopefully you can see me. I don't know what happened there. StreamYard just kicked me out. It just, yeah, just kicked me out. Okay. I'm glad that hopefully you guys can see me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But, all right. It looks like, yeah, it looks on my end that everything's good. That's super weird. Sorry, you guys. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so anyways, I have this tin, all right, and usually when I see these are like $50, and this is the first one that I've found like out in the wild, not in a locked showcase. Now, the issue that is with it is right here. Okay, so this is where the stickers were, FYI, like the price stickers. They had like when the tin was produced and the price. All right. And I think that the stickers were on there a good long time now. I did try Goo Gone. I tried Magic Eraser. I tried Dawn dish soap. I cannot get those. So it like kind of stripped and stained the paint, if you will, on that. Unfortunately, I cannot get that off. And I tried all my tricks, and that doesn't, it's not sticky. It's just, I think that those stickers had been on there so long that it just kind of stained it. Now, this is a really cool tin. All right, it is a made in England tin, which I love. And this is from the 50s. All right, so we've got Peter Pumpkin Eater. He put her in the shell. You guys know. And it is manufactured by the Metal Box Company and stamped there on the side. And so it has the nursery rhyme that goes all the way around. And then it also has Mary and the little lamb here. And it kind of looks like a picture frame. If that's what you're seeing, that was the intended purpose of this. So if you look at the back, it has this cute little scene here on the back. And it says, the lid can be used as a small picture wall decoration and should be hung by means of the curled edge on the nail container made in England. Okay. So the lid is supposed to come off, and then because it has the curled lid in here, you're meant to hang the little picture. You can hang it on the wall as an instant decoration if you didn't want to keep it as the tin, which I really like. There is a series, I believe, of 6 different ones of these that you could get. And these usually were candy tins or biscuit tins. That's typically what came in these, made in England. tins. So there is a little bit of wear, and this is pretty standard fare, I would say, for mid-century tins for the wear on the inside. But there's no major denting on. Are we freezing again? No. All right. But it's just that staining here that unfortunately I cannot get that to go away. I don't really think it takes away from it, truth be told. I think it's a darn cute little depiction of Mary and her little lamb. So, am I frozen again? Ah, dang it. Yep, frozen again. Dang. Can you guys see me yet? Frozen. Frozen, frozen. Might need to. Well, can you guys see me? Hello? Okay, I think I'm back. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. That's never happened to me before. All right, so let's count the 10 down, shall we? Renee's in at 12. I think you guys can see me, hopefully. Oh, goodness. Okay. Fun technology. Okay, let's count the 10 down, Renee, for Renee. We're at 12, looking for 13. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hopefully we can get through the rest of the sale, you guys. Okay, there's the bid ends. All right, Renee, the tin is yours for 12. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging in there, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Let's try and get through the rest of the sale. Okay. Let's see. All right, I have a pie bird bluebird. Piebird Bluebird. Now, I don't believe that he is super old. I think he's probably from the 90s, if I remember correctly. He's got a really obscure brand. Seasons of Cannon Falls. That is the brand of him. But I believe that he is from the 90s. Okay. And he is a piebird and he is a bluebird. Now, FYI, I have touched up. There were 2 small flea bites, both on the very wingtips of the bird. I have touched them up and sealed them. I don't always touch up the ceramics, but I did touch up his little wingies just so that he was a little bit more presentable. Okay, so he is a pie bird. So, Seasons of Cannon Falls is the brand, Kim. That's a weird one. Yeah, there's a few of these that are on eBay with their original box. And I do believe that brand is from the 90s. It was something that I believe was sold at like those big kitchen stores, like not Bed Bath and Beyond, but something like that. Not Williams Sonoma, but yeah, definitely like early 90s is this guy. I have only found him one other time. The last time that I had him, he had a repair. But this one, besides the tiny little wing chips, he doesn't have any other kind of issues. So I did paint touch up to help blend in those tiny little flea bites on the end of his little wing tip. But he displays really nicely. You can display him like he's singing. You don't have to use him as a pie bird. FYI, you don't have to use him. And pie birds, for whatever reason, I don't find a lot of them, like see them out and about around here very often. I think it's more towards Jason and toward Pennsylvania. That East Coast, I think, have a lot more availability for these. I have visited that area and I've seen a lot more that way. I don't know, for whatever reason, we don't have a lot of these in the Midwest, or I don't see them anyways. I know that these can be collectible. There's all sorts of different pottery and ceramic ones available. I just don't see them. But he's very, very cute. Measurement for him, where is he? He is 3 3/4 inches tall, and then about 3.5. Oh, he's doing a backflip. 3.5 at the wingspan. Okay. So let me get caught up on the chat. Nancy right now has got the high bid at 16. So we are looking for 17 or more. William, never heard of a pie bird. So it's something that you would put in the center of a pie to help it vent. If you didn't want to cut holes in the top of your pie crust, you would put it down into the center of your pie, and then it would help release the steam as the pie cooked. So that's kind of the point of the pie bird. Yeah. Waukesha Antique Mall has a bunch. Really, Janine? Really? I was just there, and I don't remember a bunch of pie birds. I guess I need to look a little bit harder. All right, Nancy's out. No worries on that. Nikki's got the high bid right now at 17, so we're looking for 18 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right. Oh, that could be. Yeah, it could be, because I don't remember pie birds. Janine. All right. Nikki's got a just in case in there. And there's Kim's bid end. All right, Nikki, you did not need your just in case. It is yours for 17. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. All right, this is the last official round. I do have a couple things to recap. So then we will do that. All right, my last round is a little made in Japan pose doll. She's darn cute. All right, look at her. I really like her. Dressed in hot pink. Now she does not have bendy legs, FYI. Her legs are supposed to have like a stick in there. It's not wire. So she was not meant to bend. She looked really, I had her actually in my preview, I had her inside of the Tilso cat, like she was like she was on a fair ride. Whee! So she displays really nicely, like in something. Or her arms have wire armature though. Her arms are bendy, so you can pose her arms, maybe wrap her around something, but her legs do not have. It's stiff in there, and that was how she was manufactured. Some of them were bendy, but she is not. But she is really cute and nice condition. So she does have the stockinette face, and she is hand painted. So she's got kind of periwinkle blue eyeshadow. I love how they paint the faces on these. And then she's got a bright pink bow up there in her hair. And she's got kind of little tie in her yellow yarny hair on both sides. There's one over here underneath the bow as well. And then some little pink millinery flowers. And the top of this is it's kind of like corduroy material there for her little top of her dress. This is kind of like a very light, what is this kind of material? It's very lightweight, but there's not really, I can't see any holes or anything in it. And then there is some like fishnet material kind of underneath there. She has tiny little felt shoes there on the back. She's very clean, very nice and clean. And I'm not seeing any holes or anything in any of the stockinette. But with these wire armature things, if you do want to pose her in a sort of different way, just be careful doing that. Don't be too aggressive with it. If you bend it back and forth too much, tool. That's it, Minx. Tool. Yes. Don't be too aggressive because the wire can eventually snap if you fold it in and out too many times, or that wire armature can poke through sometimes on the stockinette. But there's no holes on the legs or the arms or the face that I can see. She is 8 inches tall by about 4.5, give or take how you have the arms posed. All right, Wendy, hi Wendy, is in at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more. I'm going to count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Oh, yeah, he's still back there sleeping. He slept through the whole show. All right, there's the bid end from Kim. All right, Wendy, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, it's recap time. So I have a couple things to bring back. So if you want to claim anything, just make sure to type in the item plus the price into the chat for a claim, and I'll give it a moment because of the lag. If there's more than one person that comes in to claim the same thing, I'll just do a quick countdown to break any kind of ties, and just in case this can be in play just like a regular round. So I did have, he's a good boy tonight, Minx. Tonight only. All right, I did have my Tilso cat, creamer in the blue. All right, there's no chips. There's just crazing in the glaze, and then there's a deeper craze line right here. It's not a hairline. I cannot feel it, and it does not go all the way through. It's just a deeper craze line there. So the Tilso Blue Cat Creamer, that was 38. So if you want to claim that, you can type in cat 38, meow meow, cat 38 on the Tilso Creamer. Of course, if anybody's watching on the replay, you can always email me and ask as well. And then I had my little storybook cards. All right, so these were both of these. I did a choice for those. So we'll do Little Bo Peep, which is the Hallmark. She is the Hallmark storybook card. This one has been signed on the inside, but does have the whole story in there. And I've also replaced the little feather in her hat as hers was missing. So you can put Bo Peep 10, Bo Peep 10, if you want to claim her. Or, and this one is not a Hallmark card, but in the similar style as it does have the story on the inside. This is Curly Locks, about the same size as Bo Peep. I think they work well together. So you can put Curly Locks 10 if you want to claim that, Curly Locks 10. And that was my recap. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so very much. I don't do these solo sales very often. I don't know. I was just feeling like we needed to do one this week. I don't know. Every once in a while, it's just fun. And I do plan to probably do a couple more as we're getting into fall time. So likely there'll be a Halloween one. I usually do a solo Halloween with some handmade things, and probably in Christmas too at some point, probably. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Kim, for doing my bid ending tonight. I appreciate it so very much for all of your help. And thank you everybody else that's been helping out in the chat and being here joining me tonight. I appreciate it. And don't forget, yes, tomorrow night here on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern for Fantastic Finds with Jason and Mother Tuckers. So come on back over tomorrow night. We would appreciate it. All right, you guys, and don't forget, I'll combine ship if you get anything else from me tomorrow night. I'm happy to do that. Invoices will go out on Friday if you missed that at the beginning. All right. Thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night, you guys. Bye.